In light of the news that the new reason for attempting to send Abrego Garcia to yet another foreign country, which has been blocked by a federal judge temporarily, because he's a sex trafficker, and we can't have sex traffickers. Wait, what about sex traffickers? Oh, you know what I have? I have exclusively found the actual cue cards used for Ghislaine Maxwell when she offered the testimony that was released. Are you ready? I have them right here. Here's what it says. My name is Ghislaine Maxwell. I vaguely remember meeting President Trump in New York. I was impressed by his manliness. That was the first one. I never saw the president with Epstein or anywhere near young girls. That was the second one. And then the last one says, President Trump is the greatest leader of all time. He does not have small penis. That was a South Park reference. You're welcome. Anyway, in more serious news, if you've ever read or heard Keith Olbermann read The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is a famous James Thurber short story, I've taught it and had to read it in high school English myself. It's about a man who believes in his own mind that he's a superhero and a legend, but really he's just sitting in the armchair in his living room, and every so often his musings about being a superstar and a hero are interrupted by his wife saying, Walter, did you remember to get tomato juice at the grocery store? Or some chore that he has forgotten to do because he couldn't be bothered because he's a superstar. And I can't help but think that right now, President Trump is living out this secret life of Walter Mitty, because when you hear him speak, he says unbelievably crazy things, grandiose things about his own accomplishments, like he has stopped 7 wars. He stopped a war between the Congo, and you go look these things up. No, they signed an agreement that neither side is honoring. He doesn't stop any wars. It's just his own mind. He's Walter Mitty, World War II flying ace, saving the world from. And then someone interrupts him, and he starts rambling about some other great accomplishment of his. And he has the hat now that says everything Trump says is right, or everything it's just, he's literally living in his own world, while behind the scenes, the Heritage Foundation, as I've mentioned many times, is continuing to do 2 things with the federal government. One, they're dismantling all functioning of the federal government that is anyway a service to the people of the country. And 2, they are privatizing the things that are extremely profitable. And the latest thing is the federal government is going to begin, they call it investing, I call it federalizing, the Department of Defense, which they want to go back to calling the Department of War, and including investing, which means controlling companies like Lockheed Martin that compose the military-industrial complex. Now, when they start investing in it, you know what that means? They're going to want to drive the price of the shares up. And how do you do that? You use the product. What's the product? Weapons. So Walter Mitty said he was going to end all wars, and in fact, that's quite the opposite of what he's doing. We're going to see unprecedented wars unless his health takes him first. I don't know if it's congenital heart failure, whatever it is, the spots on the hands, the swollen ankles, the face, something besides the orange makeup is wrong. I don't know. It can't end soon enough for me. And the last thing, Lisa Cook, the Fed chair, I mean, I don't know. Trump said he fired her on Twitter. That's not firing someone, nor does the president have the authority to fire Fed chairman. But that's why we had an enormous jump in the market 2 days ago. And then yesterday it plummeted because, oh my God, you're getting rid of somebody who reports the facts and has something to do with rational operation of government. So what is that going to mean? I heard Paul Krugman interviewed this morning. It was a clip from Rachel Maddow. And he said that in instances like this, Paul Krugman is an economist, in instances such as this, we have seen inflation rise in countries as much as 80%. This is what's in store for us if Walter Mitty doesn't die before the Heritage Foundation continues to use him to do the things that it's doing. My name is Bill. I'm a college professor in Dallas, Texas. As always, thanks for watching.